Good morning, everybody. It is only 6 o'clock in the morning here. I've been up for, about an hour, but, had to make coffee, get the puppies out, all that good stuff. So I'm having my cup of coffee to start my day. Of course, my smoke. Sorry about that, but have a sip of coffee with me. Good strong black coffee. Nom, nom, nom. I don't know how y'all take your coffee. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. I've always wondered, how many of my viewers think I'm crazy because I drink black coffee. It's a Navy thing, guys. My dad was 30-year Navy man. My son was Navy. I worked for the Navy, with the Navy, however you want to phrase that. And you learn very quickly that you can't always get cream and sugar. So my dad just raised me up that if you're going to drink coffee, you drink black coffee because, you can't always have those luxuries. So I developed a taste for it, and I happen to love it that way. And I did get, as a treat, some white chocolate mocha creamer. I'd waited years for the white chocolate mocha to come out because if I rarely, maybe once or twice a winter, I'll go to Starbucks and get a hot white chocolate mocha. I love white chocolate. I love chocolate, but it was just so creamy and sweet that it just clogged up my throat in one cup. So, yeah, I won't get much of that. It'll be a once in a while thing here. But my husband can also enjoy it, and that's good, because he does, on occasion, like stuff in his coffee. So it's so early. All of my Eskies are still sleeping, as you can tell from, let me show you. There's Spirit. He's just passed out on my pillows. And hiding back here, I have Chrissy. She is so sleepy. Ladybug's right there, where you can see the little white thing. And down on the puppy pillow is Snowflake, Fluffy Snowflake. The one I always call Fluffers, or Fluffernut, but it's Snowflake. And Spooky Doo is in with Daddy. He always sleeps in his bed in Daddy's room. So, I thought I'd come on this morning and say it's almost Halloween, my favorite day, and I haven't even gotten to decorate this year. My husband is so sick. The sweats, then chills, sweats, and chills. He can't breathe. He's all clogged up. It's just not fun for him. And you can hear I'm stuffy. We're trying to head this off at the pass. I really don't want to end up with pneumonia in bed for a couple of months again this year. Or worse yet, end up in a hospital. Because me and hospitals, can't have all my puppies there, and therefore I don't want to be there. We know medically that you heal better at home. You just do. You heal better at home. You heal where you're more comfortable. And I wouldn't mind a hospital if my puppies can be there. But I think they're going to have a problem with 4 American Eskimos there. At least 3, because Ladybug's a runner. So it would be, Spirit would have fits if I'm not where he can see me. And Chrissy is the one who detects my heart rate and anxiety attacks, and Snowflake is my little guardian because I tend to fall once in a while, and she will immediately get me help. Ladybug detects seizures and anxiety, and Spooky Doo is a service animal for my grandson, so yeah. Anyway, so what have I got planned for today? I don't know. Probably try and get a few Halloween decorations, or I should say fall decorations out, because I want to get my scarecrows and things like that I leave out until, the day after Thanksgiving. And then my husband starts having fun with putting Christmas decorations up, because he's a Christmas person. So, it kind of works out, because I like Halloween, he likes Christmas, the kids love our kids, who are all grown, love Thanksgiving, because Mommy cooks. Mommy cooks for all the holidays, but except for Halloween. And traditionally I make chicken and dumplings for Halloween, but I don't think the kids are coming this year. I don't even know if I'll get to see my grandson this year. So, I kind of pissed off my daughter. It's her fault. But I made her mad. Because I won't be a babysitter so she can babysit for someone else. To me, she needs to take her son with her. She only has him every other week, and I think that that's what's best for Danny. Truthfully, she needs to be home taking care of her son and working a normal job like Starbucks or Jack in the Box or, you know, whatever that may be. So we're having rather a disagreement at that, and rather than argue and fight, we just aren't discussing it at the moment. That's the way that's working. So my lighter's going dead. Other than that, the fighting not to get sick, the last couple of days I have been so tired and my back's hurt so bad I've stayed in bed for the most part. I did a little cooking day before yesterday with my husband. He did part of it, I did part of it, and it worked out really well. But I just am not up to much right now. And if I look at one more word search puzzle, I'm going to scream. And so I'm going to have him go in the shed and find my crossword dictionary. I can do crosswords inside now, but when I get into the New York Times crosswords, which I have a book of them, and they get to some questions, I go, huh? So I gotta look them up. Because it's kind of a thesaurus thing. Sorry guys, morning meds, and I just realized that I forgot to take a couple of things. Try to take them all before I get on camera because I caught so much crap for taking my medication on camera that I was like, this is ignorant. Completely ignorant. My husband went out and got me a new bottle of Tylenol because I've had horrifying headaches lately. And it's because we're getting nice cool nights. Like, it's only 64 degrees out right now, and it's going to be 90 this afternoon. So not great on sore bones and a bad neck. And it does. It gives me headaches when it does that. So, last of my pills. Sorry, guys. Gotta do it. That's a fact of life with fibromyalgia, degenerative disc and joint, and a number of other issues that all came from the drunk driver. So, like I said, I think I'm going to try and get some things out into the yard this morning. We let our grass grow up in the front yard because our yard's supposed to be rock, but they never put the weed cloth under there to prevent grass and weeds from coming up. Cheapskate. Anyway, so I told my husband, don't you dare cut it during the month of October, and that's a deal we have every single year. And it's so I can kind of spook it out and hide stuff in the grass so when the kids walk through it, it creeps them out. I love creeping out teenagers and older kids. The little ones, we have them come around the walkway so it doesn't scare them half to death. But, yeah, that's my thing. I love Halloween. It's a weakness. I can't help it. There's a cool story behind it. I guess I should explain. When I was a little girl, I was very, very, very badly abused by the woman who originally adopted me. So for the first 16 years of my life, she just tormented me. Her next door neighbors, when I was an infant, became my grandma and grandpa. And their son, their oldest son, ended up being my dad that you hear me talk about, and he won custody of me. They never got married, but he fought and won custody of me when I was 16 and rescued me from her. Thank you, Lord Almighty. But every Halloween, no matter what Joyce said, my grandpa would snatch my little butt up and take me, and my grandma would make me chicken and dumplings. So I'd have, because back then, Octobers were much cooler than they are now. This is the hottest October I've ever seen in my life. And so she would feed me chicken and dumplings, and then have me get my bath and get ready and dressed, and my grandpa would take me trick-or-treating. So every single year, even after I had kids, Halloween has been my favorite day, because my grandpa explained it, that the reason it was so special for me is that was the one day that I didn't have to be the abused little girl. I could be anybody I wanted to be, and that was okay. And I didn't have to think about it, and I didn't have to deal with it, and I didn't have to feel the pain that she'd inflicted on me. So, hence, Halloween is my favorite thing. Plus, I love to scare kids. Older kids, you know, teenagers. That's the point of Halloween. Just have fun. You know, you make the little kids feel welcome, and you make the big kids go, ah! And they love it. They absolutely love it. I highly doubt that I will be the Wicked Witch of the West this year, because I did 20 years already. I'm not looking to do another one. But if I can't find a costume that, or come up with a costume that I want to do, well, then I'll revert to the same old thing. I hope not. And so that's my day today, guys, is rest my back as much as I can and try to keep from getting even sicker. And get ready for Halloween. So, I hope all of you out there have a great day, a blessed day, and a lot of fun prepping for your Halloweens, which I'm sure most of you are done, but we had a huge water leak in our yard, and so a broken pipe, so I wasn't able to decorate on time. So everything's kind of going out last minute this year, which it turns out all my neighbors are doing that. So, it's okay. I'll still out-decorate every one of them. Even if I really don't do much, I'll out-decorate every one of them. I always do. Usually I'll have something cool like a graveyard or whatever in my front yard, and it's really neat. But this year I just don't have, I need a gallon of glue to do the work that I need to do in order to create all of that. Because we lost most of my decorations before we moved in here. And then I had remade some, and a group of teenagers that used to live here destroyed them. So we shall see. We shall see. It depends on what my husband has to say today and where we're at financially, which is never good. But, you know what? Money's not that important. As long as you can pay your bills and have a little bit left over, then you're good. That's what my dad taught me, and he was always right. So, you all have a great day. God bless you all. My thoughts and prayers are with all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I don't know how much you'll see me this week. I'm going to try and put out the videos that I filmed over the last few days all today, just because that's when I'm able to do it. So, bye-bye.